I'm sure chat will trickle in as they trickle in. You come for the satisfaction of taking down Red White. Ooh, my mic is a little loud. Give me 1 sec. That should... no. Should that be better? That should be a... I'm so sorry. I just straight up got a hair in my mouth when I went to adjust my microphone settings. Oh boy. Welcome, Lycosone. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of water now, cause whoops. Timing on that. Yeah, it was beautiful timing. I'm gonna fix my microphone, immediately swallow a hair. Alright, well, it's time for trial day 3 of case 2. If you were here last time, you might remember that we are now the defendant, which, is not ideal, but I'm sure we'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Better us than the cinnamon roll. I guess you're right. Better us than Maya. At least we know what we're doing. It can't be like when Larry gets in court. Yeah, the mic is apparently still coming through loud. Did I accidentally turn the gain up on this thing? I might have. I really might have. Okay, there we go. This is less painfully loud, I'd imagine. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Greetings, welcome.com. It is time to defend ourselves. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. You still maintain that Phoenix should add an extra hairstrike every time he defeats Edgeworth? By the end, he's just gonna look like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Character if he keeps doing that, though. Phoenix? Look. Look at what? Huh. Why is he here? Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how hard you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. Oh. Edgeworth, are you implying that the judge is in on Red White's schemes? Because that is, that's not great. Yeah, that's concerning. What, does White have the judge in his pocket, too? Seems like the only one he might not have in his pocket is Edgeworth, because he came to warn us about that. He has the decency to not look smug about this. Yeah, Edgeworth honestly seems a little bit upset by that. Maybe he's more of a decent person than we give him credit for. Writer Girl, swoon Edgeworth, welcome. Welcome, Writer Girl. I do also love Edgeworth. So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Edgeworth is adorable. Oh, good.com. I'm glad that you agree. He's an interesting character and definitely my favorite. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. Edgeworth, who hurt you? Who hurt you? to make you end up like this? So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix? You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Overzealous prosecutor. It seems that way. The real question is why he's like this, if you ask me. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait. Oh, yeah. My defense attorney totally isn't here yet. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. September 9th, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? If you mean defending myself, it's not really like we had a choice, so... Yes, Your Honor, I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. Oh boy, it's time. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? Probably because the judge is also in Red White's pocket, as was implied before. Which really isn't good news. Yeah, I wonder, Phoenix. It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that's a little suspicious, Edgeworth. Don't you think? Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion would be all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Oh boy. I don't appreciate it. I think it's bullshit, Mr. Judge. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Alright, chat. Let's try to beat this asshole at his own game. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh, this is gonna be obnoxious. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? That is really some suit. It's very pink. Name. Those two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me, I'm assuming that he's implied to be pronouncing this incorrectly because there's no tilde over the end. My friends call me Blanco Nino. So, I guess that's what he's calling himself, is Nino, not, you know, white boy. Let's put this weirdly. His name is Red White. His friends call him White Boy. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. How many punches does it take to get to the lying center of this liar? Oh god. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. Did they ask him that? Ask who that? You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder, yes? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Edgeworth, yeah, he really looks completely done with this already. Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Oh, ask him his job. No, they just asked his name, but at least he gave his occupation before it got more annoying. Alright, testimony 1. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. And you know what that means, chat. It's time for the classic Ace Attorney strategy, where we save before every single one of these cross-examinations. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh. I hope you've made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Damn, what the hell? Huh? Let him have it, Phoenix. I'll do my best, Maya, but that's a very weird way to put it. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. So, Mr. White, is there any particular reason that your testimony contradicts Miss May? 'Cause that's a problem. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Yeah, he really doesn't know the meaning of any of the words he says, does he? If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Oi, let me cross-examine this bitch first. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Bright, your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Where do we even start with this one? I guess we'll start by pressing everything. That's always a good start, right? Let's press the first statement. It was about 9. I mean, that's true. So I guess... Let's start with this weird thing. What the frick were you reading? By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices. Correct! That is the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers? Is there any risk from overpressing testimony? Yes? We haven't quite reached the point where that becomes a problem. There's a rather infamous incident of that in the next game, where there's a case where you can get, like, a massive penalty from pressing at the wrong time. I don't know why they did that. Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man with business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Okay. Bedlam, huh? A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Alright. So you were reading your papers until you heard the sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. Apparently Miss May is a snoop who peeps out of windows at night, though. No snoop. Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. This is definitely the most suspicious piece of his testimony so far, because Miss May testified that a woman attacked Mia Fey, whereas Red White is testifying that a man attacked Mia Fey, so definitely want to press this one. Spiky-haired. Sir! Is that all you want to ask, Phoenix? Is that really all you want to ask? What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say that his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? Probably the side of the person who has blackmail on him, if I had to guess. And what did you do then? Okay, you called Miss May open at once. What was Miss May doing at the time? Yeah, that is not how this works. I assume he's trying to say that he had 20/20 vision, and then he was like, ah yes, I will combine the two numbers and they will be 40. Which sounds better. It's not better. She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know that she'd be tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. That has a lot to do with the case at hand, but I get the feeling that because the judge is in this guy's pocket, I'm not going to be humored on this. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fae woman. Yeah, he would make a good politician. He's just like Redacted. Egg White confirms. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Ho ho, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim ran away, but we gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Yeah, tell us the details. Of course, comprende. I understand. For the record, in the Japanese version, instead of really bad Spanish, he does really bad English. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Didn't... Hold on. The judge also looks so done. He says the victim ran to the left, but April May says that the victim ran to the right. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. We're gonna have to present on this statement. Okay. There was a terrible impaction. Impaction? Don't you mean just impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. Okay, so it was about 9. This one I remembered we should press this because at 9, the bellboy said last time that Red White wasn't in the room. It was only April May. So that kind of destroys his alibi if the bellboy is telling the truth. How do you know what time it was? Because I'm always absolutely perfect, you know? No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 p.m. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. True. The bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Yeah, impaction is when food gets stuck between two of your teeth and won't come out. I assume that he means impact and not that Mia Fey's teeth were messed up. Ahem. This is your concern. Yes, because it ruins your alibi if it's true. Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside of the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? Alright, I think the big thing we're gonna have to do is present Miss May's testimony. Because he says the victim ran to the left, and she says the victim ran to the right. Oh, the music stopped. That's always a good sign. Yeah, that would be an even worse problem if he was close enough to see her dentistry. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, that face. Oh, that's a satisfying face. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you did, buddy. Phoenix? Look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright. He saw it as left because he was on the other side. Meaning, he's the killer. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Well, I think the correct answer would be both is right, but their positioning made them assume that they were seeing it from their right or their left, right? Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Edgeworth, I don't want to hear you saying I'm a dumbass because I'm about to drop a bomb on you. Huh, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Oh. This guy made a big mistake when he decided to mess with Phoenix. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes. What do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. He was standing directly where the killer was standing, because that's what he is. Hold on, I need my mouse. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, It would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. I'm not joking, Edgeworth. Order? I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this I will apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Okay. Alright. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Yeah, I'm curious about this one, Mr. White. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran off to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. I'm terrified that the autopsy report is about to get updated again. Because she died from a single blow. Oh, hello, welcome to a lot of you, Technicolor Dusty and friends. We're trying to pick apart Red White's testimony right now, so I'm glad to have more people here. And no. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. A blow. One blow. Not two blows. Aw, fuck, Mia fucking died. Yes, she did. Well, yeah, I got some problems with this, Mr. White. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? No, because I wasn't there. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Why the hell would I not cross-examine this testimony? First, I'm gonna take a sip of water, but, like, yeah. You hope that Mia has ghost trick powers? Man, me too at this point. Okay. I have hydrated. Yeah. You bet I will. Yes, Your Honor. Welcome Billy as well. Okay. Hold on. She first ran left, and then you hit her savagely. You chased her. Let's start here. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? May I continue? This testimony stinks worse than surstrumming on a hot day with durian sauce and a side of kimchi. That sounds disgusting. so you saw both of them. So you were watching both times, because if he hit her twice, you saw both of them. I suppose I was, and please do excuse me for not testifying to this sooner, because you're a liar. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where you want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Alright, let's get back to the end and present the frickin' words. Autopsy report. Yes, that's what it's called. Okay. I'm still not used to the layout of the menus on the PC version of this at all. Okay, objection. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if I could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request there to be no break, Your Honor. Don't let him get away! Ooh. The court's on our side. That's unusual. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White. Okay. You don't think that ever happens again? I mean, I kind of get that in this specific case, a lot of fucking people have good reason to despise Red White. So there's that. Well, when I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall, then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Where to start with this absolute mess of a testimony? Other window, that's a good one. Let's see. That thing fall. What thing fell? Technicolor Dusty, you're making a joke about redacted case. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? That. The glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Okay, so there's a glass light stand that fell over at the scene. But let's take a look at the floor plan really quick. Yeah, that wouldn't be very visible through the window, though. I mean, you can see some of the shards that fell over, but I don't think you would have clearly seen that it was a light stand if you weren't in this place. Also, it's okay. Charlie the plant is gonna be fine. We can give him fertilizer and raise our kindness points. A phoenix? Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Oh yeah, that's real weird, Maya. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying that you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, okay. Of course. Really? The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. This is so richly rewarding. This game is real satisfying sometimes. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. You were instructed not to tell us about the light stand? Oh. Did you do that? Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Next to the finale cases, this is one of the most rewarding ones. It is very rewarding. I just need to remember which keys are the right ones for presenting. The broken remains of the glass light stand. Yeah, it's broken beyond all recognition. How would he know that it's a light stand unless he was in the room? Every time Phoenix shouts, "Take that," you still imagine him throwing the relevant piece of evidence at the witness. As of the Ace Attorney anime, inexplicably alongside their Nokia phones and VHS tapes, they have like these super high-tech evidence screens. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then, because that wouldn't have been possible from the window. Correct, that would be no problemo, right? No, it's a big problemo, sir. There's a big problemo, or problem here. Big problemo. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct, that is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof. I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over, because that directly contradicts the floor plan. If you look here, you can see that the whole white area is what you could see from the window. When the stand was standing up, it would be all the way in the corner of the room. So, look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay & Co. law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White. Welcome, Pink Heart. Yes, it is Ga time. He's going Super Saiyan. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. I, Miss Mia. Huh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Oh, fuck. Edgy, no. That is far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, Oh, shit. You know you fucked up when that's what the prosecutor asks you to do. What? Is he on our side? Is he, though? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap. Yeah, no, Edgy's not on our side. He's just real smart. Fuck. That's bad. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Bastard. I love him, but bastard. Yeah, that's the mood right now. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office? Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that he straight up calls Edgeworth by his first name. I know that the English translation of this series is very Americanized, so we don't really deal as much with honorifics here as you would in the Japanese version, but it's still really fucking weird to call a prosecutor in a court of law by their first name. Just gotta put that one out there. Give me a break. Yes, in order to break the wiretap, I breached Fay & Co. law offices. It's either very rude or very personal. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Oh boy. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time that Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White is the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been in that office well before the murder took place. Well, fuck. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Conjecture, not conjecture. That's a very different word. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Oh boy. Ahem. Leave it to me. Oh god, okay. I feel faint. Me too, Phoenix. Alright, let's save. We're getting close to the end, but... You look forward to ripping this one to shreds as well, as do I. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place a wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Very short testimony to deal with. So you saw the light stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify that it had fallen over, by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Well... I think I'm remembering how to do this correctly, but just in case I'm not, we're just gonna do this one more time. Yeah, for Maya for sure, but let's see. For ourselves, it was the beginning of September, the week before the murder, but yeah, let's not get executed. Nope. Bye. I thought so. I was early. This is why you save scum in these games sometime. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Oh, the original game was even rougher. Yeah. No health bar. In the original game, you only had 5 chances to mess up. Admittedly, in later versions of Phoenix Wright games, you have a bar, and depending on how bad of a mistake you make, it goes down by different amounts. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. You also can recover it, though. You couldn't recover the exclamation points. True. You can, especially in later Phoenix Wright games, have checkpoints that fill up your health bar again. The original version of this game on Game Boy Advance or DS was completely unforgiving. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. It does. It could be motive for murder, you fools! Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Yeah, literally, yes it does. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing for me to press on. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Am I pushing this on the wrong piece? I'm forgetting where I need to present this. Your favorite method? Okay, yeah, I know we have to present the convenience store receipt at some point. But I'm not remembering which one of these it needs to be on, or when. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. Screw you. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Ooh. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Yes. This is the fucking, I remember now why you can't present anything. Because you need plot first. Mia, how are you here? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? I think we're going insane, yeah. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Phoenix, please. Hey, Phoenix. Cack? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Very confusingly, spirit channeling exists. Surprise! Maya? Didn't you know that the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted defeat in court, it appears that was enough to shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. The outfit has a slightly different effect on her than her sister. It's not the most ridiculous outfit change, but yes, for some reason, when they do the character changes in spirit channeling, somehow the physical form of the person becomes that of the ghost, and the clothing does not change its shape. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? You're meaning to tell me that in 3 days, no one checked the front of this damn receipt. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Gumshoe investigated this. Are we at all surprised? No, I shouldn't be, but I'm more disappointed that, like, Phoenix didn't think to check what the receipt was for 3 days. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Yet, to be fair, Phoenix is dealing with grief. And he's under a lot of stress right now. Like an unreasonable amount of stress. So, it is fair to say that Phoenix might overlook a detail like this. It's just lucky that we got Spirit Channeling Ex Machina to save us here. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. September 9th at 1:16 p.m. Sorry to the judge in Edgeworth for passing out. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather... Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that's required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. May I, please? Okay, the wiretapping. Is this gonna be just the same? Famous last words. Miles's mistake in this case was getting cocky. Okay. I got my water. We can do this now. There it is. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Whoa. A glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. Oh, those faces. They're so satisfying. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's imperceivable. Uh-oh. He's losing it. Yes, it is time for the breakdown. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree that you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Oh, god damn it. Sir! What do you have left, Edgeworth? What do you have left? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. He could worm his way out of anything. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't gonna be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. I mean... Yeah, no, object. This is not the only place where the critique of the American justice system falls apart, but it's definitely a critique of the Japanese one. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me in Hall. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Ugh. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix? Read the note out loud. Mia, what is this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. Yeah, if he's lucky, he'll get life in prison. You could... The death penalty is very much a thing in Japan. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance. Famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White. Admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Oh, the faces. I love Edgeworth's really grumpy, mad face. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. Phoenix's face is like, yeah, that worked. I feel like Phoenix needs to leave and sleep for like 48 hours. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty! Woo! Oh man, I'm sure Edgeworth's gonna be real happy about that one. That is all. The court is adjourned. September 9th at 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. I'm not sure why my ability to read just left my body for a second there, but I think it's back. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Yeah, of course we had to save the cinnamon roll. Also, you know, what kind of monster would not save Maya in this situation? She's done nothing wrong. Chief. Mia! "9:02 p.m. at Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia. I was kinda worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? It begins. Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like? You were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Oh, they're so sweet. I love the Fae sisters so much. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fae, reporting for duty. This is such a wholesome development. And yeah, God, I love Mia. We have an assistant now. Which is wonderful. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. Aww. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. You're not an ace attorney unless your assistant has been suspected of murder. Aw. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. God, I love Maya. She's such a sweetie. Well, I am going to have to update the stream title real fast, because we're done with case 2 and on to case 3. Fuck yeah, indeed. No, OBS, please cooperate with me. It is not hard. There we go. Update information. You found the source of serotonin for this series? Ah, this case. This is an interesting case. Yeah, let's save our progress up to this point. Ace Attorney does have a lot of sources of serotonin. Like, as this series goes on, the sources of serotonin, like, exponentially grow. It's great. Alright, let's get started with the next case. Grah, you have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky calls for your blood. It is taking legitimate effort not to hum along. The Dark Messenger returns. God, I love the Steel Samurai theme. At what point do we start adopting people left and right? It's a little while from now, but we will be. You wish they sold Steel Samurai merch? I know this is gonna be ironic coming from me because I consistently complain about how insane Featherman lore in Persona actually having relevance to the main story drives me. But, like, man, I love the fact that Persona has actually expanded a lot of Featherman beyond just, you know, it just being little TV shows. I sincerely want and hope for Steel Samurai to get that same treatment. Though I'm not expecting a new Ace Attorney game for, I don't know, at least another year if we do get one. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. at Wright & Co. Law Offices. Are we defending an otaku this time? We'll see. Whatever we're defending, it has to do with Steel Samurai, which apparently Maya has been watching. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate! Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? There's something delightfully meta about fictional series within fictional series, but it does make you question if there's any bottom to that. Or is there just fractal fictional series? Oh no, Maya is the otaku. Oh yeah, Maya is definitely the only Steel Samurai otaku that we'll see in this franchise. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. He's the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you getting all excited about? Hey, I'm only 17. That's what... 17. See? I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. I feel weird about the fact that when I started playing this game series, I was younger than Maya, but now that I'm playing it again, I'm almost as old as Phoenix. Like, yeah, it's not a problem, it's just a weird thing to think about how long I've been playing Phoenix Wright games. I only remember that because I remember that a certain character who has Maya levels of serotonin was 16 in the 5th game, and I was her age when that game came out. Yes, same Technicolor, Dusty. I was also the same age as Redacted Wright when the 5th game came out. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about the kids these days. You're Masato's age, which makes Evangelion interesting to watch now. I can only imagine. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick? Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that TV show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. at Wright & Co. offices. Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix is just, like, really groggy, very confused. What do you mean the Steel Samurai killed a bad guy? Isn't that what the Steel Samurai is supposed to do? It's like the equivalent of, it's okay, Maya. They said all my bleeding was internal. That's where the blood is supposed to be. Maya's here watching television. He would say that, though. He would. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder, because Phoenix Wright is not allowed to deal with a case unless it's murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. Can we talk about these names real quick? Will Power and Jack Hammer. Yeah. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, no, no. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes? Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided that this will be our first case. We're purely taking on this case to make Maya happy. I mean, why not? Let's take on the case that'll make Maya happy because her favorite TV show will continue. Also, we do need rent money, and Will Power is an actor on the most popular TV show for children. So, like, we could get rent money. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet with the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or do some sightseeing, I wonder? Money is replaceable, Maya's happiness is not. My money's on sightseeing. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Oh boy. I'm sure this will go super well. Let's go meet up with Will. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Hey there. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Maya, shh, no, don't say that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Ooh, what kind of voice does Will Powers have? He's kind of a big old teddy bear kind of guy. What do you think, chat? gentle himbo. Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. Grog, before you lost the ability to speak. You know, you say that, but... Okay, Grog is a character in one of the tabletop games I run. He can only say the word Grog in a voice like, Grog. But, like... I actually have never done that voice with a word other than the word Grog. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no, oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick? What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. This guy is an absolute sweetheart, yeah. Will Powers is just, like, the nicest man. Yeah. He didn't do it. Hey, Will? I'm a defense attorney. Tell us what happened. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down from Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Tell us about the Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright. Really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of neo-old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo-old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? So, do you have an alibi? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some of the action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5, and I was late to rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. Oh boy! Gee guys, I wonder if it's Gumshoe that did it again. It's definitely Gumshoe. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think we should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Let him sleep, please. He's got a hard job. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she'll ask for autographs. Is there anything I can present to him? Oh, of course. Present our attorney's badge, always. Here. I see. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in improv class. Oh my god, Phoenix. Let's do some quick examining for the dialogue. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. Not everyone was an art student, Phoenix, jeez. Smile for the camera. Let's head to the main gate of Global Studios then and see who there is to see. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. This is still such a good theme. I can barely help humming it. Yeah, Will Powers needs some time to process all of this and come to terms of the death with someone who, let's be fair, was at least his friend. Yeah, I mean, let's put this bluntly. Jack Hammer, not Jack Powers, they're not married. Jack Hammer, at the very least, is a coworker who Will Powers is probably dealing with daily, since they're playing opposing forces in a popular TV show. Hey, you idea? Awesome! Aren't you excited? Oh boy, oh no, I'm not prepared to do a voice for this woman. Okay. Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me! It's old bag time. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers? Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today. Something terrible happens and you think it's sightseeing. Don't you think you have jobs to be doing? Or do lawyers not work like the rest of us? When I was young, things were a mite different and minor difficulties. Oh, God. Actually, a time to show her your badge, lol. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. No, you won't. You won't, Maya. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. I am a defense attorney. What's that? You giving it to me? Absolutely not. Well, goddamn it. The studios. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer. The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Oh, I resent that, old bag. Listen, old bag. Villains are the most fun role to play ever. Antagonists are awesome, and I love playing them. If you couldn't tell by my flowy voice back from the Undertale playthrough, the most fun I've ever had while acting in my life is hamming it up as the bad guy. The bad guy is by far the most fun to play for me. So, like, old bag, I resent that. Tell us about Will. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't you be fooled by his mask.
You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch.
Wow. She says villains are boring and then immediately says that poor Will Powers would make old women puke. Like, who's the real villain here, old bag? Like, yes, Will Powers is a hairy man, but he's a sweetheart. Maybe it would be best to show him on TV and, like, teach people that just because someone looks different than you might expect, that they're not a bad person. Yeah, he looks like Wolverine, you're right.
That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Jesus Christ, I need water. This woman's gonna kill me.
Oh, old bag.
Mr. Hammer? Norma Desmond is sus. Old bag is kinda sus, yeah. What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard that?
Then there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where our murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to get to that studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers.
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
Villains and Kid reviews are like 2/3 of Tim Curry's filmography, and he's always fantastic. Yeah, also Villains and Kids movies. Let's put this bluntly. You can consider most Disney movies to be kids movies. And most Disney movies have some of the most iconic film villains of all time. Would you honestly look at me and tell me that Maleficent or Gaston are not good roles for an actor to play because they're bad guys in a kid's product? Hell no. They're some of the most iconic villains ever created. I'm sorry, I really like antagonists. Couldn't you tell? Jafar and Scar. Like, geez, dude. Frick, Ursula. Everyone always forgets about Ursula. She's amazing. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go get a letter from Will Powers. Hello. How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Listen, we need, help. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. So here's my initial suspicion. Did Miss Oldbag see Mr. Powers, or did she see the Steel Samurai? Because if Miss Oldbag saw the Steel Samurai, it could be anybody who was inside of that costume, and she just assumed that it was Will Powers who plays the Steel Samurai. Remember, Will said that he never really goes outside without the mask on because he doesn't want to scare children. So, that's my initial suspicion, is that perhaps she didn't actually see Will, but she saw the killer. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate at the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. This game is very different to play without redacted. Redacted. You know what's bad? I'm not actually certain which redacted you mean. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Okay, so now we can hopefully get past Oldbag. Powers' request. A document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Oh, clunk, clunk, clunk. Yes, it is very different to play without clunk, clunk, clunk redacted. Sorry, I wasn't positive what you meant, if you meant a character or a game mechanic. So you were kidding when you called Oldbag Norma Desmond, but that might be more appropriate than you thought? We'll see. Okay, let's present the request. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his faith to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Hey, I beat Miles Edgeworth in court.
I don't want to hear it, lady.
He just has big hands. Yes, like, leave him alone. As someone with, like, a medical reason for my handwriting being bad, that's just mean. Oldbag's so mean.
Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal. Those are my instructions.
Oh, it's Gumshoe. Of course it's Gumshoe.
Okay. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick? Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
Well, we stole a guide map. 50 cents is like half of a burger, ma'am, so... Is there anything else I can say to you now? No? Okay. Let's try Outside Studio 1 run. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Oh, wait, no, you're Gumshoe. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. God bless Gumshoe. He may be kind of an idiot, but he does have a lot of emotional intelligence, and he's a really good friend. So? Hey, if he's depressed, then it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh, Maya, really digging into him. That's like 5 gallons of gas or a quarter of a cup noodle. Are we going by Final Fantasy 15 logic there? Gumshoe is really intuitive in that way. He is. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. Intelligence 6, wisdom 18. Charisma also like 14 in there too. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Gumshoe, no, honey. I mean, yeah, in the end it kind of is his fault that Miles lost the case. If he had investigated any longer and not immediately arrested Maya, then they would have had the right defendant, probably. Gumshoe needs a noir-style spin-off. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. Oh my god. I love them so much, chat. I'd say he's a character, alright. Hey, Gummy. How are you doing, bud? The investigation? So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. The latest version. Please, I don't want the autopsy report to be updated again. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Oh, Gumshoe feels so bad, but like, it's okay, buddy. We fixed it. Alright, time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. So why did you arrest Will Powers? Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went into the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. It's not your fault, Gumshoe, that Edgeworth decided to be a little shit. Oh. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. At least this time, Gumshoe actually checked with the security person. He didn't just straight up, run in, arrest the first person nearby, and then go on with his day. I guess you could call that character growth. Thanks for cheering me up. Security lady? About the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady! What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that or photo.
The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
Ding, ding, ding. There is our smoking gun right there. It's not Will Powers, it's the Steel Samurai. And while our little friend Will Powers has a very distinctive physique, anyone could get into the Steel Samurai costume and go stab Jack. Alright, we have an in this case, finally. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal.
Go wherever you like. Thank you, Gumshoe. You're the best. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. I'm sure Edgeworth will really love it when you go visit him later today and be like, oh yeah, that defense attorney came by. I let him run wild on the scene and look at whatever he wanted. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Well, thank you, Gumshoe. You're a real sweetheart. Let's start examining everything.
I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. As he sits and stares out the window, mumbling, right. If we do, we'll be sure to scare those clues with you. You know, so that all available evidence is actually available to everyone, unlike certain prosecutors who wouldn't do that. Edgeworth. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. It must be the camera ID number. Interesting. Remember that camera ID number, ST1307. What's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell over down the path. Oh yeah, that way is kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Huh. So Studio 2 used to be down here, but we're not allowed to go there. Also, yeah, why does the mascot have no head? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. Huh. It took that tree down with it, too. Oh no, it's Teddy. No, I think it's a little bit... It's not round enough to be Teddy. Teddy is round. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep non-employees out. Well, shit. Then how do we get in? Let's just do a nice scan and make sure we examine everything. There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on rough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with this studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Wonder why. So there's a tree down, the mascot has no head. We need a security key card. Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied that Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Photographic evidence. Why don't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, you see. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer in the security guard station. Check them every day before going home. I do. This guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1.
Yeah, the time has got to be critical here, then.
The murder happened right around 2:30, you see. The only one I seen go through here around 1 and 2:30 is Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. That's if he's not the one who did it. I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you.
Yeah, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. No, old bag, you gotta understand. Phoenix Wright throws out accusations of murder like it's candy. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was, past tense.
Oh yes, he was great as bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell ya. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching.
An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like the studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Is there anything else around here that I need to know about? The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Can't imagine there's anything else around here that I haven't really checked. Oh, hey, one of my friends is playing something. Let's go to the employee area, see who we find. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's head out to an actual area. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Yes, very good idea. Let's look at everything. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this. Ladies first. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach, just for steaks. You can tell a lot about its production by its craft services. What? That must be a storage room. That's where they keep the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Right. There's steak. There's burgers. It's a good opportunity for you guys to start spamming me about beef again. Alright. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. Maya, I love you, sweetie, but the samurai spear is in police custody. We don't need a spear, and that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Probably, yeah. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his own sake. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these out to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Card key for studio employees. Grants entry to Studio One. I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. You think your partner is the thief in training, don't you, Phoenix? You really think that? My sweet summer child. We'll be giving it back to the client in the end, yes. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at the wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Real question, how much does Phoenix Wright spend on hairspray? There's some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of these costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. It's naturally like that. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's so much of suspicion around. I don't think there's anything else in this room right now. Let me just wave my thing everywhere. Yeah. Ah, yes. I forgot, we can slide in this section. Why would he have cosmetics if he never takes off his mask? Cosmetics can also mean moisturizer. And products to take care of your wig, probably. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. Who the fuck broke into the drain grate? That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through here, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in like that, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. It's bent. Why is it bent? Strange, isn't it? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for the stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-old Tokyo Castle. Okay. Yes, the stake. Phoenix is offended by the bicycle. Indeed, he appears to be. Okay, I don't see much else around here. Thank you, Gumshoe. You miss when movies would use matte paintings? Okay. We have the card key now. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened.
Alright, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Well, see you, Gumshoe. October 16th, Studio 1. At least this time, instead of a dead body, there's an outline on the floor. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real. You know, it's not the same, but a lot of 3D movies use the same technique. And yes, Phoenix, it is called PTSD. Yeah, I would say in terms of 3D films that use like an actual painted background in terms of animation, one of the more popular online examples would probably be Dead Sounds movies. If you know them, you would know his work on the Being Pretty Autodale saga. If you don't know about the Autodale saga or Dead Sounds 3D animated films on YouTube, you should watch those. They're wonderful. And yeah, Phoenix deals with his trauma by just not. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the Steel Samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found while still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Did it? Here's another fun, suspicious question. Did the costume absorb most of it? Or was he killed somewhere else and then moved here? Because he's pierced through the chest at 2:30, and he wasn't found until at least 5 p.m. Meaning there's 2.5 hours after he's been killed when they could have moved him from where he actually died. So I immediately find that suspicious. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. The drain. Yeah, that's true. We do know a way of surreptitiously moving someone around. We also know of a studio that they don't use on the lot in Studio 2, so that place is also kind of suspicious right now. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Maya, we cannot afford rent this month. We cannot afford a studio-grade camera. Hey, you, no touching that. Sorry, my partner is kinda, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. Wait until you're a parent, Phoenix. He isn't already. Wait until you're even more of a parent? That's all I can say. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. So, what's your name? Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Ooh, one sec. Need water. Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. Penny's design needs more clothespins running on the edge of her jacket. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was our only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go to his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. All the way up either side, you're not even kidding? That would make sense if you're trying to repair costumes quickly. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation on Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant there that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone came in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. Do we have another spirit medium? I don't know. No, thanks. Anything helps. That helps us a lot. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone? So you sensed that someone was here other than the regular film crew in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came to the studio, she must have seen them. Well, but first, we must examine the most important piece of evidence in the whole game. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. And thus it begins. The great debate. Is it a ladder or a step ladder? I'm not kidding. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. Must be used in the Seal Samurai show. Of course! That's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Neo Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Is it freestanding? I think so. Alright. Time to go talk to Old Bag again.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through there in those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired kitten. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, huh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One.
Her. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouth like there's no tomorrow, this and that and the other thing. When I was young, let me tell you, I knew a thing about respecting your elders. Back then it was shame.
She left. Oh, Old Bag is physically painful to try to voice act, because, like, you cannot read that fast. Well, Nick,
This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. You're on stepladder side then? Regular ladders lean against walls or are bolted to one. Stepladders are freestanding. I've heard that stepladders were shorter than ladders, but I actually have no idea. So. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers on the computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yes. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? It's a computer. And by the looks of it, it's from the 90s, so it shouldn't be that hard. Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. So here's the thing. If someone broke into this place before 1 p.m., no one would have seen it. Okay, but Phoenix can't use technology. Can anyone here use technology? 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived. Please enter the number of the security camera. 307. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data from that day. Let's see what we got. Alright, so this is real sus. I don't know if you saw it in the moment that we could actually see the photo, but this costume is way too long on whoever's wearing it. I believe the appropriate term for those pants would be hakama. They're a solid foot too long for this person. Someone shorter than Will Powers is in that costume. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears the suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photos from that day. That's the only one in the computer. So here's something suspicious. Very suspicious. There's a photograph of someone that's far too short to be Will Powers, taking at the gate between the entrance and the studios. It's the second photo, taken at 2 p.m. So either there's a first photo that was taken on another one of the security cameras, or someone specifically deleted photo number 1. Hey, Nick, can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not? Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Says the guy who, the last time we were on a case, showed Red White that we had evidence of him blackmailing people and got himself falsely accused of murder. Yeah, okay, I believe that, Phoenix. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. He is learning, kind of. Character development? Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is the security lady? That seems too obvious, though, doesn't it? Alright. Well, with our first day of investigation done at exactly 10 p.m., I'll leave you to ruminate on our mysterious short person photo for the next week. And we will be back next time with Case 3, Trial Day 1, to try to save our poor friend Will Powers from being arrested. I wonder why we didn't ask what his relations with the victim were. Yeah, you know, Phoenix is still kind of new to this, but that's kind of important for establishing motive or lack thereof.
All right. Well, thank you all very much for coming today. Hope you've had a fun time. We'll get back into Case 3 next week. Have a good night.